it was interesting because again, I'm still working on dealing with the emotional communication to my my young kids. But when I made the comment, it was taken as if I was squashing her dreams of wanting to be a gymnastics Olympian. And that was not my goal.
What's happening, y'all? This is Mike D with Black Fathers Now, where we're bringing the village to the brothers. Every couple of weeks, you can look forward to a quick inspirational message or a thought-provoking guest with knowledge and wisdom, all geared towards helping you be the best father that you can be. We're bringing the village to you. Now it's your turn to do something with what you learned. All right, y'all. Let's go.
What's up, fellas? This is Mike D, Mr. Double Down on You with Black Fathers Now. And I hope y'all are having a good one. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're making things happen. But, today I got a little quick thought. And it's interesting, man. This parenting thing is no joke. This parenting thing is really no joke. And, when you think about parenting, there's obviously there are books and you have people who've parented before you and, you got mentors and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, how you operate in your specific circumstance is very much unique to you. And, we have an 8 and a 6-year-old. And, one of our pastimes is, at bedtime, we get them in the bed and do our prayers and all that good stuff. And then we just sit in there and talk. We just talk about everything. We talk about life and tell stories and talk about dreams and what it is you want to be when you grow up and all of that. And, tonight it was kind of interesting. We were talking about what it is what the kids wanted to be when they grow up. And, so Maxwell talked about wanting to be a ninja and, wanting to be a karate teacher and a coach. And then he mentioned being a teacher and, just all kind of stuff, right? He's kind of, just a little 6-year-old, right? Just dreamer. And then my little girl, Morgan, she mentioned, she said, well, when I'm a teenager, I want to be an Olympian in track and an Olympian in gymnastics. And then when I get older, I want to be a teacher. And then I want to retire at 34. And then I want to open up a bakery. And then I want to have an art museum or history museum. And, it was kind of cool. Like she was just saying what it is she wanted to be. And she's 8. But one of the things that was interesting was, when she was talking initially about going to the Olympics in track and in gymnastics, I made a comment. I was like, Morgan, you're actually really gifted in track and field. So we actually had her personal track coach here, in Tennessee. And, this summer she did like exploratory track in which she did really, really well. Like we were like, yo, this is kind of interesting. She did well and she seemed to like it. So let's pour a little gasoline on that fire. So we ended up having to, we got a track coach that kind of worked with her a little bit during the fall and, just to get her a little bit more exposure in the world of track. As it pertains to gymnastics, she took tumbling, a couple of years ago, but every day throughout the house, flipping and cartwheeling and handstands and cartwheels and flipping and cartwheel and handstands and cartwheels and just nonstop. But that's kind of her daily pastime. As you're talking to her, she's probably on her hands, you know what I'm saying, doing some cartwheel or flip. But she mentioned that her dream was to go to the Olympics in gymnastics and in track. And while we were laying there, I made the comment, again, she's 8. I made the comment that, Morgan, you're excellent right now in track and field. Like you actually kind of proved it a little this summer, winning all those blue ribbons in all of your track events. And so, but as far as gymnastics, that's something that you enjoy to do, and that's okay. Just, have fun with gymnastics. But you really have some potential as it pertains to track. Again, she's 8. It was interesting because, again, I'm still working on dealing with the emotional communication to my my young kids. But when I made the comment, it was taken as if, I was squashing her dreams of wanting to be a gymnastics Olympian. And that was not my goal. Like, it was not the goal to tell you that you cannot do it, but I just wanted to point out the fact that you are excellent in one of the things that you mentioned. And so I just wanted to share that with y'all, because this parenting thing is challenging, right? You think you're doing the right thing. You think you're kind of pouring into and lifting someone up and giving them confidence. But the reality is, it's all about how they take it. And when you're dealing with an 8-year-old, it's like you're dealing with kid gloves. And so to that point, even something that you in your mind believe that you're empowering and lifting up and helping and kind of giving a pat on the back could in essence be viewed as you're squashing the dreams of the other. So as I said that, it was taken as if I was telling her that she was not good at gymnastics. What you say is important, and how it's taken is important. But the reality is you have zero control over how it's taken. So therefore, I guess we have to really be mindful of what we say. That's crazy, right? Like, it was hard for me because I'm sitting here thinking, like, I never want to be the one to come off as squashing the dreams of my child. Like, I'm the last person to do that. I want you to dream big. I don't care if you want to go and, Dad, I want to colonize Mars. Doggone it, I want you to go and do it. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, I also want to be honest and show you where you have capacities and where I've seen opportunities for you to be great. Like, I want you to identify those as well. And just because you're great in one area, that does not mean that you're bad in another. You just happen to be excellent in one area. And so, again, that might have been a lack of, understanding in regards to communicating to my 8-year-old. But at the end of the day, that's all I wanted to emphasize was, that's cool. That's dope. That's awesome. I want you to be whatever. But, you are like off the charts right now as it pertains to this. Not to say that you're not awesome in that, but as it pertains to this, you're awesome. And so I said all that to say, fellas, I don't have this fathering thing down perfect. I'm still a work in progress, and I assume that, it's going to be many more challenging conversations and such, like this going forward. And so I got to prepare myself for it. But how do you all then come back from a challenging conversation or some potential misinterpretation, with your young kids? Like, how do y'all then go back and discuss it? Because the funny thing is, I'm going to think about this tonight. I'm recording this at night. I'm going to think about this tonight. More than likely, when she wakes up in the morning, she'll be on to something else and she won't even think about it. But it's something that's there that I want to address, but yet I want to make sure that I'm communicating it in the right way. So how do you properly help your young child to see where they have gifts and opportunities, but yet also communicate it in a way that you don't squash their other interest? Like, how do you do that? Like, I guess that's a rhetorical question, and I'm gonna have to play with it. And if I figure it out, I'll share it with you guys. But I guess if anybody has any insight, please let me know. You can hit me, blackfathersnow@gmail.com, or you can, hit me on social media, Black Fathers Now on Instagram. Hit me in the DM, Facebook, anyway, shoot me a message, because I'd like to get your insight on this. Have you all ever experienced something like this? And if so, how did y'all get over it? And, I'd like your thoughts. So anyway, fellas, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Again, subscribe via all the social media platforms and podcast listening platforms. Subscribe, leave comments, share this, follow, share this with the fellas. But yeah, I want to get your feedback on this. So again, I appreciate you. Y'all have a great one and be blessed, well, and wise. And until next time, we'll holla at you. Peace.
Yo, fellas, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And always visit blackfathersnow.com, as well as follow Black Fathers Now on virtually every social media platform you can think of. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Just follow us and engage with us, man. Look forward to hearing from you. And I guess until next time, I'll holler at you. Peace.